everyone, welcome to this week's meal prep. So the first thing I'm going to make this week is a buffalo chicken salad. So I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to be using this for my lunches, possibly a dinner, if I don't have anything else or if nothing else sounds good or I don't have time, so it's already be made. Now let me show you what I'm going to put into it. So this right here is the Walmart brand of the chunk chicken breast. It's packed in water, fully cooked. I'm going to use 2 of these. These are 12-ounce cans, so it would be 25 ounces of the chicken. I'm not sure what that equates to if you used fresh chicken and shredded it. I guess you would do the same amount of ounces. I don't know. Maybe someone else knows. But just so you know, I'm using 2 of the 12.5-ounce cans for 25 ounces. I am using 1/4 of a cup of fat-free sour cream. Now, pre-Weight Watcher days, I did use the non-fat plain Greek yogurt. I don't know what the calculations would be for if you use that as far as the points. So what the points I'm going to give you today are going to be based on the ingredients I'm showing you. So this is fat-free sour cream, and this is a 1/4 cup. And I am also using a 1/4 cup of fat-free mayonnaise, and this is just a local store brand. I'm going to be using 1/8 of a cup of the Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo wing sauce, and I've also made this with the Franks. This is just what I had on hand. Okay, as far as veggies that I'm going to stuff in it, I am going to put some red onion, and as far as how many, I don't know. I don't ever measure out my veggies. I do like all my chicken salads to be really chunky. As you saw, I also did a previous chicken salad recipe, and that'll be linked below in my recipe playlist, but this was a little bit different because it's both buffalo sauce. But anyway, I like to pack them full of veggies, so I'll be using some red onion. I dropped some on the ground. I don't want my dogs to get it. Okay, and in here, I probably should use 2 bowls, but so in here is 1/2 of an orange bell pepper, 1/2 of a yellow bell pepper, and 1/2 of a red. There's 1 stalk of celery. There is some diced up carrots. So that is what is in here for veggies. And then I'll just be using a salt-free seasoning. And I don't measure these. I just simply sprinkle it on and taste it. And I have some garlic powder and just a little bit of onion powder. Okay, so in my bowl here are the 2 cans of chicken, and what I do when I take it out there, because it's chunked up if you've never seen it before, so I just take a fork and I just kind of shred it up to where it's nice and shredded. Okay, and let's add this is the mayonnaise. Typically I wouldn't put it into a bowl like this, but I did it for the video, so it was all measured out already because the buffalo sauce is all in there. So this is the sour cream, the buffalo sauce, and the mayonnaise. I'll mix that up real good. And you can add more of the buffalo sauce. I find though that 1/8 of a cup is a nice balance. Sometimes I'll taste it and I'll add just a bit more, but it doesn't change the point value, because actually in another recipe I do a 1/4 cup and it doesn't change the point value at all. And plus, after this sits in the refrigerator for a couple days, I do notice that it the flavor tends to get a little bit stronger. Yeah, I was just tasting it. Actually, I might put just a little bit more. I feel like the Sweet Baby Ray's sauce is not as strong as the Frank's, but I think I had a coupon or something for this, so I'm just going to put like another tablespoon of the buffalo sauce. So just taste it as you go along. But like I said, also this is going to sit in there for a little bit in the refrigerator throughout the week, and yeah, it'll probably come out a little bit spicier. Now another option to do is, like I said, pre-Weight Watchers, when I made this, another thing I put in there was with the crumbled blue cheese chunks. And I don't know what the point value is. I was going to figure it out and put them in there because I do have some reduced fat ones, but I'm trying to keep my points a little bit low this week on my lunches, and so I decided opted out of it this time. Plus, my youngest, who may eat this, he does not like blue cheese, so I told him I would leave it out of this as well. So anyway, that's another option though. You might, if you want to make this, you might plug it into the calculator, Weight Watchers calculator, and add in, I would say, probably whatever the serving size on those are, and I think it's 1/3 of a cup is the serving size on the reduced fat blue cheese crumbles. I think it's 1/3 of a cup, so you might just plug it in and see if it changes the point values on this at all. And this, oh, I'll tell you that when I'm done. Let me go ahead and add in the veggies. So this is the celery, the carrots, and then the bell peppers. And then I would say, as far as the onion, it's probably about 1/4 cup of onion, I would say. Like I said, I like it really, really chunky with vegetables. That's my preference. So it's actually kind of a vegetable salad with a little bit of chicken in it. So that's just my preference, so you can, you know, adjust it to your liking. Especially this time of year when you can get so many fresh vegetables, I like to take advantage of it. So sorry, that sound is probably not the greatest, but okay. So let me add in the spices, and I'm literally just going to kind of sprinkle it on and then just taste, which I'm sure you all do anyway as far as cooking goes. Yeah, that's good. And this may look a little bit dry as you're making it. So I mean, you can add in more and then just adjust it in the recipe builder, but I would suggest letting it sit in the refrigerator for a couple hours first, because I feel like, especially with mayonnaise and anything with mayonnaise and sour cream, the longer it sits in the refrigerator, it kind of gets a little bit creamier. I don't know why, but it does. So let me show you what it looks like from above so you can see the finished product, and I'll show you how I will be using this week. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It looks really pretty. So this, when I plugged it into the recipe calculator, okay, so I first put in for 8 servings. And I mean, because you can see it's quite a bit. It actually may even be more, but I also calculated it 6 servings just in case, because usually once I dig into this, it's hard to tell how many it's going to be. And the way I figure out the servings, I will take my food scale and I will turn it on, put a bowl on it, and turn it on, and then I will empty this out into the other bowl and see how many grams it is, and then I split that by however many servings I put into the recipe calculator. So I don't know how much this will be. I guess I could have done that on video, but I'm not going to do it yet. I usually make all my meal prep first, and then I go back and I do that kind of stuff to figure out, because I will be putting this into individual servings, so they're already measured out for me and I can just grab them and go. I will show that also when I do my final overview of my meal prep, and I'll try to remember to put how many grams are in each serving for 8 servings. But I may end up doing 6 servings, just to, I'll let you know if I ended up with 6 servings or 8 servings. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's 2 points no matter if it's 8 servings or 6 servings. I put in there for both, updated it, and it comes out to 2 points whether you do either one. So it won't really matter for me. It's going to be a matter of the size, what it ends up looking like as far as the size. So what am I doing with these this week? So one of the ways I'm going to use them are in these pocket thins. Pocket thins are 3 points for a half of one, and which, I mean, I think they're good size. I feel like they are. They're not open yet, or I'd open them. I feel like they're good size, but when you stuff them with something as hearty as this chicken salad, it really makes them really worth it. One thing with these pockets that I have to be aware of is that they don't have a lot of room in them. They're really bready, so that's why I may end up doing the 8 servings with this. And because of that, I don't know if I can actually fit a 6 serving size in there. I'd have to see what it looks like. And then another way I'll be using it is just putting it on a bed of lettuce and just eating it like a salad. So even that way, I don't want a huge portion to do that. And I may just, another way I can do it is like with my other chicken salad I showed you. I could use this and just put this into a bowl and then use some of the Good Thins rice crackers. Would be really good with these. The veggie blend rice crackers would be great to dip in this stuff as well. So here is the first part of the meal prep, and I will show you what I am making next. Okay, so the next thing on my list today is to make breakfast burritos. So let me show you what I got. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I had to grab a bowl for measuring. Okay, so the ingredients for this, I'm going to use some of these Olay Extreme high fiber low carb tortillas. These are 1 point. I have egg beaters. I don't have the box to show you because I used them all. So, but you all know what the egg beaters are. And then on 3 of them, I'm going to use the alfresco chicken bacon. I'll be using 2 slices, so that would be 1 point. And then on the other 3, I'm going to be using the alfresco country style chicken sausages, and these are 1 point a piece. And then I'll be using a 1/4 cup of the fat-free cheddar, Kraft fat-free cheddar, and this for 1/4 cup is 0 points. So I have my eggs right here, and I did put a half of a red pepper and a half of a orange pepper in here as well. And I cooked them up. So I do have my scale over here so I can measure out, because I'm going to do 6 of them, so I did 6 servings. Okay. Alright, these meal prep videos are very casual because I'm just doing them, I'm making them as I am showing you. So I've been doing meal prep all day, so if you see my shirt wet or anything, that's why. Okay, so I have a tortilla here. And I'm going to measure out. Now when I made this, it was, when I made this, especially with the peppers and stuff, it came out to where each serving will be 50 grams, and that will be 0 points. It's just 1 serving. So 1 serving of the egg beaters is 0 points. So these are going to be 2 point breakfast burritos. Be right back. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to double check that I had that right because it didn't sound right. I was thinking 3, but yes, so these will be 2 point burritos. So I am measuring out my 50 grams of my egg mixture here. Okay. About that. Oh, and I forgot my knife. See, told you, this is casual. Okay, so, and I didn't pre-cut any of my sausage or bacon because I wanted to make sure I had the exact amount in here for 1 point. In the olden days, before I measured and weighed my food, I would just, you know, cut them all up at one time and then just try to do it in 6 even portions, but we all know how that can be. So, and I mean, of course, you can put whatever you want in these. This is just what I'm doing for today, and I'm going to measure out my cheese. hope I have enough cheese. If I don't, if I run out of this cheddar, I didn't pick any up this week. I do have some fat-free mozzarella in there I could use, which I'm sure would be just as good. Okay. Alrighty, so I got the cheese. And this is just the 28 grams, which is 0 points. Now what I'm going to do with these now is after I roll them up here. I really like these tortillas. They are kind of thin though, so you do have to be careful when you're rolling them up that they don't break. And this one broke just a little bit. But what's nice is I'm going to put these in the freezer. So what's nice is that once they freeze up, when I take them out before I put them into the microwave, you know, they're nice and solid. You can take them out the night before, and sometimes I try to remember to do that, but I don't usually know what I want for breakfast the night before. I don't usually plan my breakfast like I do my lunches and dinners, so I usually just take it out the morning of, and while I'm making my coffee and getting ready and stuff, it's sitting out on the counter, and then I just put it in the microwave, and I always start out with a minute, and then I just increase it by like 15 seconds until it's heated through. So I'm going to wrap it up with some plastic wrap, and then what I will do next is put them into a big gallon Ziploc bag, and they will be in there like that. And so let me do one with the bacon, and I'll show you what I do with the bacon. Okay, it's early. I'm still trying to drink my coffee. Okay, so let's measure out my egg mixture here. And sorry, I'm not the neatest either when it comes to this cooking stuff. Okay, and then I'm going to do 2 slices of bacon. You can actually have 4 slices of this bacon for 1 point, but 4 inside these burritos is just a little bit much for me. So, and when I did these burritos before, I used to just put the full slices in there. But I noticed they really tore the tortillas when I did that, because like I said these tortillas are pretty thin. Okay, and cheese. Oops. Actually get quite a bit of cheese for the 0 points on this cheese. Okay, so then I will wrap it up. I always forget when I'm making burritos, and I would suggest this also, is to put more on half of it than I always tend to do it in the middle, and I guess that's just because it's in the middle. I just want to put it in the middle, but so I would suggest putting it more to one side, and I will do that on the remaining of them. Okay, number 2 down. So I'm doing 6 of these. That way there's some for the family if they want some, although the rest of them probably won't eat them because they have the fake eggs, except for my youngest son, he'll eat them. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of these, and then I will show you the completed product. Okay, here we go. And they're all in here. I just take one out because I'm going to have one this morning. I had one tortilla casualty. It just tore beyond just a little tiny tear. So you do have to be careful with these tortillas if you've never used them before. And I find mine at Walmart. Yeah, Walmart, and then Fred Meyer has them sometimes also. But yeah, they can be really easy to tear, so just be really careful when you're using them. You could do this, of course, with the flat out, so that would just, those are 2 points versus this 1 point. So, like I said, when you freeze them, it's a lot better. And I eat these with either salsa or fat-free sour cream. So I guess you could have like guacamole with them as well, whatever you'd like. So I'm going to put these in the freezer. So now I still have some leftover breakfast sandwiches, I believe, in the freezer. I have one. So I have one I have one breakfast sandwich in there as well from last week, so now I have some breakfast burritos. So that's what I like to do. I like to make up some kind of freezer meal, and I mean these are good for lunch or even for dinner or something like on the weekends. I would just like to have some things, grab and go things in the freezer, because I can also, if I'm like running late in the morning, I can grab these and take them to work as well, because I have a microwave at work. So it's just something that's easy, and I can make sure I have a low point, nutritious breakfast. So I am going to go do the rest of my meal prep. Actually, I don't think I'm doing it today because I have some plans today. So I will do the rest of this meal prep video. Will be going up on, you'll be seeing this on Monday. So I'm not sure if I'm doing any the rest of the day or not, or we're gonna, but it doesn't matter. You guys are gonna see it all in one video, so I'm just babbling. But anywho, so these were my breakfast burritos, and I will show you what I end up with at the end of my meal prep. Hi everyone. Okay, so here is the rest of the meal prep for the week. So there is the buffalo chicken salad that I showed you how to make. And it's in 6 equal portions. I will show you, I prepped some of the dinners that me and my family will be having. My family doesn't eat the same way that I do. Well, one of the family does, but anyway, so I do prep for my dinners and my family's dinners. Sorry about that. So here we have some pinto beans, which we've already eaten some of them, but I put those in the crock pot because my husband likes to have those with different meals throughout the week. This is some chicken fajita salad. Oh, wait, it's actually chicken with the fajita marinade that I make, and there's red, yellow, and orange bell peppers. And there is barbecue beef for the family. Meatloaf for the family. This will just be wrapped up and put in the freezer. This is barbecue chicken. So I am going to have to make some more because I did figure wrong. I forgot that I'm going to be using these for 2 meals. This is going to be pulled barbecue chicken sandwiches, and I was going to use them for barbecue pizza. So I will have to make one more portion of that before the end of the week. This is taco meat. So that takes care of the meals. The only other thing that I'm having, actually, I'm having grilled chicken breast. So I already have that portioned out, and and then turkey burgers, and those are already made in the freezer. So okay, so everything else, I have some green onions chopped up, lemons for my water, mushrooms for salads, and here's the rest of my salad veggies. This is in here is radishes, celery, red, yellow, and orange bell peppers, and that's it. And these will be, I'll take these for lunch to have with my hummus. And here is zucchini and cucumbers. And this one we have carrots, celery, then the 3 different bell peppers. I have some hard-boiled eggs. These are the breakfast burritos. Strawberries, and then I cut up a watermelon. That's in both of these. So that is everything that I have done for meal prep, and this I think will set me up for a really successful week. I have everything done. I don't have to stress out after work on what to make for dinner. It's already all ready to go for me, and also all my lunches are ready to go since I do pack my lunches for work. So you all take care, and I will see you next week with another meal prep video.